and love me low key. Put it loose, there's a creek. Got me heavy like baby, we agree. No streets, but now you got me in the theater.
Say what you said this is like.
I know.
Like you said like a like you see it on a.
What's going on, guys? What's up, Bay Area? Welcome back to another episode of Black Atlas Radio. We're here with a special guest today. Like always, I'm Michael.
Isaiah.
And
I am Amadi Grey.
all right, he's you are not from Sac. You just live out there, right?
Elk Grove, to be exact.
Oh, okay, right.
Which you didn't give a shout out to. In your
Yeah,
last,
yeah. Hey,
we gotta
my
talk
bad.
about that.
For anybody who stays out in Elk Grove, it's not that bad of a place. I don't have anything against it.
It's quiet, but
It's very quaint out there. Yeah. Are you not from originally from there though?
I grew up in Fairfield.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You said it was elementary school with John Doe. Shout out.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout out,
you
guys.
did
Shout
say
out.
that.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. Yeah. Okay. So, what the fuck? We home then.
Yeah.
Oh, let me kick my feet up.
Yeah,
I thought we
Get
were
comfortable.
Yeah, get comfortable.
Okay. No, that's cool though, man. So also, if you guys couldn't tell just by the opening, you have a very distinctly different sound compared to most
yeah.
artists that we bring in here.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, guys, we don't just interview straight up rappers, bring all of your talents, we want to see them. We want to expose Fairfield to the rest of the world.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just a Bay Area thing, but we really appreciate you coming through and just, giving us something to talk about.
Yeah.
Bringing a whole different type of music and actually allowing us to see a live performance, which will be later on in the interview. But yeah, so is your actual name Amadi? Or?
Very, very good question. So, it's actually, I changed my name. I legally changed my name. Amadi used to be my middle name.
Ooh, okay.
So I took that, pushed it up to my first name, and then I just changed my last name altogether. So I just go by Amadi Grey now.
Oh,
both for personal and professional reasons. It's just me getting back into music, especially. I thought it would just be a good move.
So was that name something you already had in mind prior to you even doing music, or was that something that kind of came together?
The name happened before music. It was actually for my acting career. I wanted to just have a unique name, and I really liked my middle name, so I just went ahead with it.
It's a good actor name.
That's a unique name, period.
It is a
If
good
someone
actor
told me
name.
that was just their name, not even like their birth name, that I would believe them, because that sounds like a regular name, That camera's not on.
This one?
Okay,
And we're back.
Yeah.
We're
Anyways, so how was that process of legally changing your name? Was that you had to pay for that, or?
Yeah, I went through LegalZoom. At first, I thought it was going to be really, frustrating, because I just don't like paperwork. Oh, God.
At all.
Yeah, that sounds like you got to change everything.
Yeah, so you just go on LegalZoom, and they have a service. They have people there to just take care of, all your legal needs. This video is not sponsored by LegalZoom.
Hey, if you want to sponsor us,
Zoom in like LegalZoom. We can fucking do that shit.
But yeah, it's really simple. They make it really simple. So
That's what's up. I might have to tap in.
and it's really inexpensive too.
That's awesome.
Okay, cool. I will keep that in mind.
Why? Just for professional reasons, but is there any other reason why you wanted to change your name?
Personal reasons.
If it's personal, it's personal. I
It's
understand.
personal, but I just I felt like it was a good way to start over. Just growing up, the person I was, a lot of things I believed in. Family. I spent most of my time with. Everything just in the past few years, everything just kind of changed really quick for me.
Right.
Beliefs, my circle, and I just felt like, I want to show myself to the world differently, and I just felt like a name change would be a good start, so.
Yeah, life happens, and that shit happens when you least expect it. And I feel like even just in the past year, I can relate. I feel like just in 365 days, so much shit can change that it's it could amount to even more shit than the past couple years of your life, So
it's kind of a way to just kind of and it's kind of corny when when this was going on and I thought about it, it's a quote from one of the newer Star Wars movie. What's his name?
Kylo Ren.
Yeah, that one. He basically said, "Let the past die," or something like that. So that's the kind of mindset I was going through.
Super villain mindset.
Super villain mindset.
The most evilest nigga ever. God damn.
Let the past die, but that could also be positive. Just anything that you don't like about your life, things that you've always wanted to change, just let it die and start something new.
So when did the music and acting come into your life, and which one came first?
That's actually another good question. I remember to this day exactly, when it kind of kicked off, when I wanted to make the decision to get into acting, filmmaking as well, and in music. I was sitting at a computer editing a video. I think it was funny we were talking about Star Wars, like a Star Wars short film. I was a little kid. Like we had our little pool sticks. We're making like Star Wars videos. Oh God. But I remember my dad, he asked me, he was like, so what do you want to do, when you grow up? Do you want to do more video, more acting, or music? Because I was heavily into music, learning guitar at the time. And I told him I didn't know. And for a long time, I struggled, feeling like I had to choose one thing and dive into it. Mm-hmm. And just recently I decided, I'm going to just do everything.
Yeah.
And let them build each other. So
right.
That's kind of where I am right now.
Yeah, that's good. I kind of ran into the similar issue when we first started out Black Atlas. It was kind of mostly just a photography thing. And then it was an interview thing. And then it was just well, we could do both. Yeah. And then more.
or anything at all.
Or any of it.
And then for all of your needs.
Yeah. So that's cool, man. And it's really good that I feel like you're very it's distinct. You're very separated from the rest of the. I didn't even know you were from Fairfield. Just based on not even based solely based off the music too, which is crazy. If I were to show someone from Fairfield your music and said nothing else and just played the song, I'm pretty sure nobody would be like, oh, this person sounds like they're from Fairfield.
Yeah. No, I didn't really hang around a lot of people that were pursuing music at the time. I was a completely different person back in high school, back in middle school, etc. Right. I was very enclosed, very to myself. I would write lyrics. This was even before I started playing music, but I never really told anyone or did anything. So didn't really start connecting with people until after high school.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Was it harder to make connections then? Do you think before?
I feel like who I was back then, because of who I was, it's harder now to try to rebuild those connections because everyone's looking at me still of who I used to be.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm trying to break out of. But again, if someone's, gonna come my way, run into them at the mall or the store or something, I'm like, hey, I remember you from high school. And they're like, oh, I remember you. I'm like, I'm not that person. But if they want to, keep looking, that's fine.
Yeah, of course. I feel the same way.
How do you get that across to people that you've changed? Is there something that you gotta
I feel like at that point you just let them see it, because I'm not going to take time out of my day to show you who I am.
100%. Yeah.
If you don't believe me, then you're just going to have to see it.
Yeah. But another thing outside of that, I feel like I can represent that through my music.
Right.
Because the music that I put out within the next few years, all it's going to be is telling my life story from the past 5-6 years that I feel like I've done nothing but fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to talk all about my failures, destroyed relationships, just everything.
So
raw, uncut.
Because of that, do you think that you would have not been able to release any music prior to all of this? Or do you think that this is the perfect time?
I feel like this is the perfect time. I feel like I've gone through what I've gone through, and that's going to create really good music. Lyrically. And I didn't really have that story back then. When I was, before I went through everything I went through, I didn't really have anything to talk about.
You just wanted to sing, or you just wanted to...
Yeah. Well, I started playing music when I was in church. That's kind of where I got my start. I started drumming first.
Okay.
And then I wanted to play guitar and sing. I started leading worship at my church. And I loved it. But now, even getting back into music, I was like, I do want to make music for God, which I'm pretty sure a lot of us do, but I don't just want to make music about God. and I want to be real with my music. And I know a lot of, and this is a really touchy subject.
No.
I know a lot of churches don't really respect that.
Right.
The kind of music, if you listen to Critical, read the lyrics, like, God, like when it talks about it, and we'll talk about that, but just rap, and when they're talking about, their life, it's your real life,
Yeah.
And I had to get away from that.
Right.
I still have a really strong relationship with God, and I have my own beliefs, but I have to change my circle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you're doing what you feel like is going to give the best results to you.
Oh, yeah.
But also, I feel like you could I'm sure there's a way to like talk about God without actually mentioning God too.
100%.
Or not even talk about, but I feel like you could make God music without like actually specifically talking about God as a person.
Yeah.
What
My
I mean?
music will talk about my faith.
Okay.
But it won't come from the everything's perfectly fine standpoint.
Yeah.
It's going to talk about how I feel so broken and defeated, and
Right.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now.
So you're just being honest.
Being on, yeah, that's what I want my music to be.
Yeah.
I feel like music's just an extension of who you are. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
What
That's
you've been
good.
through, your story.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad, we
Fair
gotta
enough.
reset these
No,
cameras.
We
that's
should have said that when we did that first time.
Yeah. Anyways, move, Arlo. Where did you go to church at? Out here in Fairfield? Or?
Yeah, my first church was in Fairfield.
Okay.
When I moved, I started going to a different one in Antelope, which is fairly close to Sac.
Right.
That is still, I call it my home church. I'm just never there. Sorry, guys. I'll be back soon. I've just been busy.
We're all
I mean,
busy.
yeah, I'll be back. But yeah, that is my home church right now. But yeah, all my music has been stemmed from church. Everything I've learned musically came from there.
You can't 100% tell that from your music. Well, from Critical there. You can't it has a feeling of it's a pop song, but you can tell you believe in something. It's it's weird to
Not
say that.
expecting him to say
It's
that.
a weird thing to say, but you can tell there's something more.
Oh yeah.
There's more to it.
Oh
than
yeah.
what
Just wait for these next songs. If you like Critical, my sound it's gonna have a variety to it. This, I would say, Critical's kind of like in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my music is gonna be really groovy, really bass driven. Think
Okay.
like Charlie Puth
Okay.
type. And then the opposite side is more like Nick Jonas, like more R&B ish, more trap beats here and there.
Is that the type of music that you listen to, or is that just what you feel like is more relatable to you, more of the type of person you are?
Oh, so I listen to all kind of music. All
Okay.
kind of music, from heavy metal to country.
Hey.
Literally every single type of music. Which is kind of cliche to say, because everyone says that.
It's not because but everyone says that, but I know for a fucking fact
Nobody
people
listens to
out
everything.
here do not listen to everything.
yeah.
No, it's not
People,
pop.
I would say Fairfield specifically, people do not listen to everything.
I have my different moods. Like sometimes I
Right.
pop in the car, I'm like, I just want to listen to G Swayze's Flick, So I pop
Shout out
that.
G
Shout out.
Swayze.
Yeah. No, for real. I do that though.
Shout out Greg.
Hey.
His song right now, that song Flick by G Swayze and Drippy, right?
Yeah.
My favorite song, my favorite rap song right now.
It is
That's
pretty tight,
rare,
man. I'm not
bro.
gonna lie.
That-
I added that on the Apple
Yeah.
Music
That's
playlist.
the whole
so-
album, bro. Check that shit out.
A lot of my
Yeah.
friends are making really good music, man.
Oh right,
Yeah.
man. I feel you on that,
they're
bro.
talented, man. But I just have my different moods. So I would say my sound comes from Nick Jonas. Actually, he's actually. So yeah, Nick Jonas is actually the one that inspired me to do music.
Okay.
So I wanted to learn how to play guitar. I saw a Jonas Brother video when I was like 15. I still get shit about that from all my friends.
Hey,
yeah,
man,
but,
it's whatever, bro. It don't make
Fuck
a
outta
difference.
here.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to put out Critical? Was that something that you worked on for a long period of time, or was it kind of just I need to put something out so people can hear what I
Not at
sound
all.
like?
Not at all. I decided I wanted to get back into music. I'm actually sitting on about 15 songs right now.
Oh shit! Okay.
Critical is just what I wanted to show to people right now, just to get a little teaser, while I focus on building my foundation.
Right.
and start, before I make a huge leap. I'm going to be doing a lot of things. I learned a lot of, different marketing tactics when I, dove into business and failed miserably, like for the past 5 years. But I've learned a lot, through that time. I want to use those tactics to kind of give my music that advantage, that edge. We can make great music. There's so many talented people in Sacramento, all around the world, but at the end of the day, it's about marketing more than the music.
Yeah, man. It's about how you're going to get that great song to the rest of the world to hear.
Exactly.
Because no one's just going to randomly search up, and this is just an example or anything, but, like, no one's just going to be like, G Swayze, like, unless someone has heard of you prior, that's not something they're going to, like, stumble across, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they need to, and that's why we're here. And that's why this table is filled with names of people
You should check out.
that you should go fucking check out. You can't see them on the video probably, but
It's okay.
check the. I'm sure there's a tab over here somewhere with
got
a list of our videos.
All of them.
You just watch that shit. Anyways,
Autoplay.
yeah, my bad. Selfless plug, but so how has the reception been with critical compared to how you feel about this song?
The reception has been great, mostly right now from, friends, really close friends, and then, friends, inner circles.
Right.
But, at the end of the day, I feel like the song is decent, I feel like it's good enough to get out there and start promoting myself to the world, and use it as kind of like a building block. But I know as an artist, I'm really self-aware. I feel like I'm decent at best right now.
Well, I just want to say I fuck with the song. I like it.
I fuck with the song too. Why did you name it Critical?
The original song title was going to be Strings.
Oh. What changed?
What changed? I just felt like it was too, because you hear during the song, the chorus, you hear strings, even more than Critical. But for some reason, I just felt like Critical would be a cooler name. And I'm for twisting things. So if like the major line is like talking about, I don't know, like this song for example, like strings, I want the song title to be something different, like something integrated within the track, like on the ending part where you have that final like breakdown where all the music cuts out. In the background you hear it's Critical. And that's the kind of things that I like, where those are the song titles.
You don't make it so blatant. Yeah, you don't gotta make it so blatant to like, with the whole chorus is, I'm critical. Like, so it's just saying the same shit.
Critical.
Yeah, you want to feed it to, you don't want to give it to them that easy. And that's something that I feel like, I don't know, like we want to, so we're going to be breaking down these song lyrics. And I pulled them up here, just so we can get ready for this.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I feel like I was just reading back through it here. This is the first line, because that's where we're at right now. I took a leap because you said you wouldn't cave. Plot twist, turn, adjust my faith.
Yeah.
Mix me a remedy. Unbeknownst me to one's night, all it takes. What does that mean?
So the line, mix me a remedy. Unbeknownst to me, one night's all it takes. So starting with
Way better.
I took a leap. I took it from, a leap of faith. That's why, all of my lyrics, it starts with I took a leap and then adjust my faith. I kind of have, lyrical meanings throughout the entire song, which kind of play together. But that first line, it's this whole song, you think it's based on, one woman, if you read through the lyrics, one woman that, that you just need a fix, you hook up with, kind of like a one-night stand kind of thing, one kind of date, and you tell him, like, this isn't going to amount to anything. Mm-hmm. But that's not what the song is about. This song is about when I went through a horrible, horrible breakup. It destroyed me,
Samesies.
Yeah, and this song is about holding on to something, but still needing that fix, but not wanting to give your heart to that fix. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And in that way, you feel sick.
Yeah.
So that's why
it's like a temporary relief.
Exactly.
Okay.
But letting them know, like, this is temporary because I'm still hoping for something. I'm still, like, having faith for something. But within that, you're playing with fire.
Right.
Because it's kind of like an intimate thing, and you get attached. So that's what Critical is about. In a sense, yeah.
And so in the making of the song, did you Did you start off with your verses first, or did you find the chorus first?
Honestly, can't remember. I remember this song started with a melody.
Okay.
It started with the chorus melody. I think I was maybe in the shower, in the car, and it just came to me.
The best thinking areas, to be honest.
Honestly, or on the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just didn't say that because we're.
You
never
they don't give a fuck.
But so the melody came to me, and then I just let it sit, and I let it sit. I stay in my head. I just think about what I'm feeling right now, what I'm going through, and that's when I believe the verse came first. The verses came first, and then the chorus followed, and then I did a lot of editing, a ton of editing. I spent a lot of time on this song, and then so it didn't actually get finalized until I went into track vocals.
Oh, good.
On my drive to track vocals in San Jose. Shout out to Zach the Boss. He is a boss, bro. Like
Zach the Boss.
If you are an artist, you need to check him out. ZachTheBoss.com.
Is you mixing?
He produced the track,
Ooh.
mixed and mastered it. He's
Shout out San Jose.
He's dope. He also is a part of a group with his brother, actually called Mountains. They just dropped a song called Gone. Check it out. I just check it out.
Go check that shit out,
Trust.
guys.
Trust.
Out.
Let me restart these computers real fast. Computers.
Computers.
Oh shit! I might have to leave that in.
Okay.
So one quick thing I wanted to ask before we dive into these live performances here. Are there people, maybe specific, maybe just random people, but are there other people that you maybe show your music to before you release it, or is it kind of just only your approval is what matters the most?
For this one, it was only mine. I told even my closest, my friend Will. Shout out to Will Panetta. He's in the army right now. He's in Afghanistan right now.
Oh,
He
thank
visited,
you.
Yeah,
Thank you, and be safe.
He visited here, I think, a few months ago now, and we had the time of our lives in Sacramento. That was a blast, But I didn't even show him the song until it came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I really look up to him musically. I was bugging him yesterday about gear I need to get for live shows, but everyone got the song. Oh, I had a little giveaway. If you shared the little snippet that I released, you received the full track. But that was already after it was finished and probably like a week before it was going to release. So that's probably the only.
That's a neat little tactic. I feel like,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just getting started. Like marketing is going to be what, if my music pops off, marketing is going to be the reason. The creative decisions.
I feel like
decide.
working smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people out here slaving for some fucking shit that will probably not ever be sent to the masses. But that's good.
It's just some shit that everybody needs to have and needs. Go take a class. Fuck. Like,
I don't know if you need to take a class.
You don't need to take a class, but
create a plan. I feel like make a plan.
learn.
Map
something.
your shit out for at least even just a year. Just 1 year, baby steps, like where you want to start and like what you want by the end of the year. I feel like that's a good place to begin.
Oh yeah.
We didn't even have fucking any of this shit in here when we first started.
No.
So,
If you check out the very first video, shout out to Spilate, you can see
Hey.
us on us with the camera propped on the desk,
yeah, in my room.
The grind.
and look where we are now.
We're still getting there, but
In the other room.
yeah, right next door.
Right next
We're
door.
still getting there.
But we are getting there. And so what's coming up for you? So you say you have 15 unreleased songs.
Oh yeah.
Are you looking for project-wise, or are you looking for more singles to lead up to something bigger?
The next thing I release will be an EP. Just kind of, maybe 5 songs that I give out.
Real quick,
Is there a title?
Real quick, hold on before you ask that question. Have you heard Zakari?
No.
Oh, that shit's amazing.
Bro, it is amazing. I feel like you would really like it.
You
Just
would really
Zakari.
like it.
just based off of your personality
Sound?
right now.
Okay.
No, yeah, just even meeting you, I feel
And
like you would like it.
sound-wise.
That too, but just because the type of music that you mentioned that you're into, he's like you heard that song "Love" by Kendrick Lamar?
I don't think so.
Don't you love me?
If I heard it, I'd
gonna
probably-
sing it on
It's on the radio every day.
I'm
But
just
basically-
bad with song names. Ask anybody.
Anyways, this guy Zakari is basically signed to the same label, Top Dog, as Kendrick, and he's a singer, like R&B kind of singer. He sort of reminds me a little bit of The Weeknd and Michael Jackson, vocal wise. Like
Yeah,
not
sound, but
just
like
his
the-
voice.
yeah.
I see.
But
It's amazing.
the music he makes is so like very like angelic and like
Distinct.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
He incorporates a lot of like animal noises in his songs. I've noticed like birds
Okay.
chirping and
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Like it
But I
literally
think it might
feels
have
like
to do with the EP because it's called Run Wild and Free.
no, but his other songs
It's
that
like
he's
that too?
done are like that too.
Really?
I think that's just like his thing.
Oh, wow.
Maybe.
It literally sounds like I'm
That's
listening
It
to
is.
like a ray of sunshine.
That's a great way to put it. Like, I feel it.
I just wanted to recommend that to you. So
Zakari.
maybe you could, Zakari. His
Zakari.
EP is called Run Wild, Run Free.
Okay.
Go check that shit out, guys, because that's fire. But, is it okay if we get into the live performances?
Oh yeah, let's go ahead.
You alright, man?
All right, cool. So we're lucky enough that you were actually offering to do a live performance, which most people
You got a guitar. Hold
we
on.
don't even bring up just because I
Gotcha.
feel like they aren't really like prepared. But it's good. I feel like you've come with like your guns loaded and shit. You're here to show the people how you're different compared to other artists.
But I want that to be kind of like a call to collaboration. You know what I mean?
That too.
Like I cannot make rap music. You know?
That's fine.
I
Yeah.
really want to collaborate with rap artists just because I like the music so much.
Check 'em out.
I just can't write it.
Yeah. No.
So yeah,
I
you
want
wanna
to see
collab?
more of that. Yeah.
Hit me up, Amadi Grey, every single platform. Check out the website, AmadiGrey.com.
I'll put his website in our description box. That way you could just click on that shit straight from the video. But so are you gonna start off with Critical?
No, I'm going to play a cover for you guys, and then we're going to dive into my first ever acoustic version of Critical.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
So this is a cover. It's called Thinking About You by Frank Ocean.
Oh,
Pretty sure we're familiar with that. Yeah.
it's my favorite
I
song.
know that one. I do remember that.
A tornado flew around the room before you came. Excuse the mess I made. Usually doesn't rain in Southern California, much like Arizona. My eyes don't shed tears before they fall. I'm thinking about you. Ooh, no, no, no. When I'm thinking about you. Ooh, no, no, no. When I'm thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do you? Do you not think so far? Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. Do you not think so far? Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I've been thinking about forever.
Live.
That was amazing, by the way. Someone said they'll be your ghostwriter. I don't know what that means, but
For rap? That's what I probably was.
probably I don't know. But wow, that was amazing, bro.
Thank you, thank you.
Have you thought of doing like just acoustic versions of, or just like acoustic songs at all, or is that
So-
something you just kind of keep for like performance?
There will be one acoustic song on the EP. I already have it all planned out.
Okay, good.
All right.
But everything
feeling it.
else, acoustic songs, there'll be little splashes. I will be doing a lot of stripped versions of songs, which my boys Zach and Max do a lot with their music. Check them out again. Mountains, they do stripped version of their songs, and some of them sound even better than the actual track. And I'm like, man, I kind of want that for my music as well.
Yeah, that's good. It's very I like because it's something to mix up like the normal, like you said, little splashes of it here and there. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm kind of like the same thing. Like I know a lot of albums where they'll throw in like an acoustic version of a song
Right.
or something, or a couple tracks that it's a nice switch up, you know,
Yeah.
like something to play in a different, like a somber mood or
Right.
whatever.
I especially like when they have like the normal track on there too, and then they add the acoustic side.
Exactly.
That's just also nice to have.
You know, a lot of people just have different moods at the time. You know, they want.
But so okay, we'll go ahead and wrap this up with a live performance of
Critical.
hit single
Critical.
Fucking tell your friends and go check out Mountains.
Yeah, check out Mountains. The song, first acoustic performance of Critical. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you like what you hear, check out the actual track, Amadi Grey,
Everywhere.
Apple Music,
I
iTunes,
will have,
Spotify.
like I said, the link in the description box below, so you guys can just check that shit right after this. But yeah,
Here we go.
I took a leap cause you said you wouldn't cave. Plot twist to me, just my fate. Mix me a red Monday, unbeknownst to me when I saw he takes. It's critical, ready till we gotta go. It's personal, rolling with the future roads. Don't lose control, these feelings gotta let 'em go. Just let 'em go. Lock me low key, foot loose, fancy free. Love me like we're meant to be. Baby, we agreed, no strings. Now you got me felt to be your therapy. Ice pill, please don't reach right now. You cut me and I won't bleed. No sleep, mystery, long time no see, reminiscing. You're craving again, knocking at the door. I just don't know what to say. Hopelessly waiting cause we both want more. Maybe we should just walk away. It's critical, breaking time, we gotta go. It's personal, rolling with the future holds. Don't lose control, these feelings gotta let 'em go. Just let 'em go. Unlock me low key, foot loose, fancy free. Love me like we're meant to be. Baby, we agreed, no strings. Now you got me felt to be your therapy. Lock me low key. Baby, we agreed. I can't say this is new to me. The place where we shouldn't be. Playing with fire. It's critical, break it down, we gotta go. It's personal, welcome with the future holds. Don't lose control, these feelings gotta let 'em go. Just let 'em go. Unlock me low key, foot loose, fancy free. Love me like we're meant to be. Baby, we agreed, no sting. Now you got me meant to be your therapy. Unlock me low key. Oh yeah, yeah. Baby, we agreed.
man,
Thank you.
That was. I'll give you a round
Yeah,
of
that shit was
applause for
nice
that
as
one.
fuck.
It's crazy how close that sounds to the original song. I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't change up the chords at all. I just changed up really the dynamics.
Yeah,
Really,
that was-
it's really difficult to sing. I actually brought it down a step and a half actually to be able to sing it better. But on the original track, I sing it in a B minor key. It's a lot higher,
Yeah.
which you will see during live performances when I'm jumping around. And
I need that version as well. I think you should record that one as well. That's just,
That was nice, man. We really
that
appreciate
was
you
fun.
giving us the first like premiere acoustic version of that, and it was
should check
also
that out.
dope to have a live performance on the show because we've never had one before. So yeah, that's great. I hope more people are willing to do that, you know. And like you said, it's more of like inspiring other people to reach out to, and not just like a rivalry type of thing, but like more of a cooperative effort.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that you're doing that, you know? 'Cause
Thank you, yeah.
You could have easily came in here and just been like, I'm the GOAT, and ain't nobody else gonna fucking come on here with the
change
guitar.
my mind.
not at all. I really want to show myself again to other artists who want to collaborate. You know, if it be music, you know, videos, like anything. Let's come together. That's the only way we're really gonna build. So that's why I really appreciate you guys having me.
Oh, yeah, man.
thanks
That's
so
what
much
we're
for
here
coming
for.
by.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you coming through, like I said. And we appreciate everyone here for watching.
Thank you.
And reach out, if you're around the Bay Area from here, if you know any of us, know him, or if you're any of these people, reach out, work with each other. I feel like that's the best way for us to get our, art out there. Yeah.
Support your local Bart.
Support your local Bart. Go on blackatlasmedia.com where you can check out all of our latest interviews and our podcast episodes, all on there. I'll have this video on there as soon as it's done. And all of his work will be in the description, so you can go and check that out afterwards. But this has been Black Atlas Radio, episode I don't even remember. But
That's a good thing.
yeah, well, our cameras are just about ready to die, so we're going to go ahead.
Let them die out.
No, I'm not going to do that, but
now.
we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. So thank you again.
Whoever tuned in live, thank you guys. Thank you, Black Atlas.
yeah.
Shout out to the live.
Shout out to the live.
Shout out to the
I'm
live.
in it.
Definitely for still sticking around.